this is my friend Catherine, and I'm going to ask you first about what is your positionality?
Sure, I would identify as a cisgendered, hetero, Catholic, white female, and I'm 21 years old and a senior at Texas A&M.
Okay, so which three privileges do you feel were the most influential in your life?
Right, so my life path is moving towards academia. I've applied to PhD school, so I think the three privileges relevant to that impact have been, one, having very supportive parents that have encouraged me to take risks, and then money is probably the second privilege, since it was never really an issue with my family. They're paying for my tuition in college. And then the third is that I went to private middle school and high school.
Okay. So how do you think your life trajectory would have changed if you had not had some or all of these privileges you just identified?
For sure, with these grad school applications, the first step of getting your foot in the door at schools is how you look on paper. And so the fact that I've been able to prioritize, put 100% of my effort into school, into internships, instead of having to balance a job, and also going to classes, I think that's been big. I don't think my GPA would be as strong if I had to split my time, because anyone in a STEM major knows that it's very, very time consuming.
So for people who want to go to college or get a higher education but don't have the means to do so, they kind of are restricted to just this one avenue of a lower grade job. Or
definitely, and that disqualifies you from a lot of things just automatically. Your GPA has to be both. I think for some of these higher schools, they said their average GPA for applicants was a 3.9 or something crazy.
So which privileges would you like to see afforded to everyone in the country to allow them greater opportunities to maximize their talents?
I think finances, for sure. There's a way to minimize student debts, maybe by using tax money more effectively or more efficiently, or I don't know, something. The cost of just tuition and the cost of living, everything is so expensive. I don't see how people can do it without having
help
in some form. And there's just not enough financial aid, it seems to be available to help everybody's needs. Just for applying to grad school, it's cost me over $1,000 just to submit my applications for the schools to see. And then once you make it past the first wave of rejects or invites for interview, then they invite you to come see the school's campus. We need business professional clothes for that. Some schools, if you can't visit during the exact dates that they want, they're not going to support you with the travel expenses. So it's been a very expensive process that I think is a barrier to entry probably to a lot of people who don't have the privilege of having supportive parents who have the means to help you financially.
And the supportive parents part is a whole other issue, just values in certain communities and age groups and stuff like that.
Definitely pursuing science, is a niche thing. It may not be encouraged by a family member. And then just I know one of my friends' boyfriends he has to work to support his parents. It goes the other way. They rely on his paycheck to pay off their house bill. And there's pressures on him to do that.
Well, thank you for your insights.
Of course.